When I drive, I like to ponder deep thoughts. The last few weeks, the topic of intent has been heavy on my heart. Understanding other people's intents, understanding their why, or being understood of what my intent was. I've noticed that we often make judgments about why someone is doing something, their intent, when we don't have all the information. Sometimes there might be a car in front of me who's weaving on the road, and I think the reason they're doing that might be because they're intoxicated. But then as I get closer, I see that they were swerving to avoid debris in the road. How often do I make a judgment about the why when I don't have all of the information? I think sometimes we do that. Maybe not so much on something as simple as swerving, maybe more on when other people do things to us. I think sometimes we make that judgment because it's based on how we would behave. If someone was to stop talking to me, I would say that their intent is to no longer be my friend. But I might not have all of the information. Maybe they lost my phone number. Maybe they have some things going on in their life, health-wise, that they cannot reach out any longer. How often do we ask? How often do we come from curiosity? But then I was thinking about that too. Even if we do ask, and that person tells us, sometimes we think we understand, but we might not, because the words that they say aren't the words that we hear. The words that they say we hear filtered through our own life experiences, our own history, our own associations with specific words. And so sometimes when I ask someone maybe why, and they tell me, am I really truly even understanding then? Then I got to thinking about that some more. Sometimes we don't even know our own intentions. How often have, of course I've done this, I'm sure some of you have as well. We do something in our life thinking that the reason is one thing. And then as time passes and we get the benefit of the clarity of hindsight, we realize that we may have had some subconscious, some unconscious reasonings for doing that. Sometimes we behave out of trauma, and we don't even know until much later, maybe when we've had a chance to heal. In recent weeks, I've had a number of conversations with friends and family about what is the intent someone had for doing this. My lesson for myself is to maybe give just a minute more of grace instead of jumping to the why and thinking I know. What are your thoughts?